Plaintiff Tina Metzger-Braxton says she's always been bisexual, but her first committed lesbian relationship was with the defendant. Tina claims they had problems because the defendant constantly accused her of cheating, and Tina's suing her ex for car repairs. Defendant Consuelo Williams says everything with Tina was good until they moved in together and Consuelo discovered she was still talking to her ex. Consuelo insists she's not responsible for the damages to Tina's car.
Start with you.
I met Consuelo in November online in November 2017. I've always been a bisexual, but this was my first committed lesbian relationship. And things really seemed to, go in a good direction. She was kind and supportive. And due to my past growing up in abusive relationships and being abused as a child, I was in and out of the system since the time I was 5 years old.
Foster care?
Foster care, yes, sir. Until I was 16 when I was emancipated, and then again abused by an ex in my 20s. And because of that, I had a real hard time trusting people and letting people in, and Consuelo was able to do that. And she helped me understand that I wasn't a victim, I was a survivor, and she helped me push forward with my organization, Silent Cry for Help, which helps empower men, women, and children of domestic violence, sexual abuse.
What city?
In Beloit, Wisconsin, Your Honor.
Between the age of, I guess, emancipation and now, what have you been doing with your life? I know you say you've been working on the nonprofit, but tell me more about what you've done since you've overcome that struggle.
Well, Your Honor, I've graduated in December with my second master's degree.
Wow.
I have a master's in business and a master's in psychology. And I'm a single mom, and
you're a good example for foster care folks.
Thank you.
For folks who are living in foster care, you're a great example of overcoming that challenge.
Thank you.
Let me hear from you.
I met Tina online November 17, and everything was going good until I moved in with her. I found out
How long after meeting did you move in with her?
Like 2 months in January.
And you found out what?
She was still talking to her ex-boyfriends and trying to be slick with it. Well, her kids, they disrespectful, and she let them be disrespectful. So
How so?
Because they get in our business when they shouldn't be in our business.
Give me an
and
example.
They talk smart. All right, we arguing about the car. And
About whose car?
her car.
Where's the argument there? Where's the argument there? It's my car? No.
Right.
My car? Yes.
I mean, it wasn't about me getting in the car. It was
What was it about?
I messed the car up.
Oh, that's even worse.
I know.
You just said I had messed the car up.
I did.
But go ahead. You all would be arguing. What would one of the children say?
Come in and just say things that they shouldn't say. They
To who?
12 to me. I'm 40. I'm 40, young. I mean.
How old are the children?
11 and 12.
Is it intense? On the verge of physical?
The last time, yes, sir.
Okay, well, they are supposed to try and intervene in some way and create peace. And if you can't create peace and your mother's being assaulted, you stop it. All right, what were you going to say?
Your Honor, my children have never seen me in a relationship. And it's always been just me and my girls, And so if she would get loud, they came in to see if I was okay. Mama, you straight.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
that's not disrespectful. You in their house. Not only did I bring a relationship into their house, but I brought a lesbian relationship.
Why did you do it in such short time?
At first, it was just because, she treated me like I wanted to be treated. It seemed at first she respected me. She, treated me like a queen. She did.
But then it turned bad because you didn't know her.
And then it turned bad because she, was always accusing me of, being on the phone with exes or.
Were you?
No, Your Honor.
Who were you talking to then?
I be on Facebook.
Who were you talking to?
I be a lot of times I'm on Facebook.
Why can't she answer?
Right?
Why can't she answer who she was talking to?
Because I be on Facebook most of the time.
Who? We're asking who? We want names.
Silent cry
Don't
for
you
help.
want names, ma'am?
Exactly.
I want names. We
cry
want
for
names. Let's get to this car before you start some stuff in here. Go ahead. She getting jealous over there as I look.
Yeah.
How does she owe you for car repairs? What happened?
I was in Utah in May to a sexual assault retreat, and when I was there, I called on Wednesday to check in, and she told me that she was in a car accident again. This is a second.
Again?
Yes, Your Honor. She got in a car accident.
What happened the first time?
Supposedly a deer hit it, and it totaled it from the front quarter panel to the rear quarter panel.
Okay.
And then now this time the back end is all smashed in. So she called my daughter, Your Honor, and I do have witness statement from my daughter and pictures and the estimate.
Did she agree to pay?
Yes, Your Honor. She told my daughter, and it says in the statement that when my daughter came to look at the car, she said she was gonna report it to the police department, and my daughter told her at that time that she doubted that my insurance would pay for it because it was a second accident within 6 months. And she said, I know.
Heard of that law or that policy. Did you submit it and they turned it down?
Yeah, I submitted it and they turned it down.
Saying what?
They just said because there was too many accidents in a 3 month.
Turned the claim down.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, that doesn't release you from liability because a person doesn't have insurance. If a person doesn't have insurance, the person who damaged their car negligently still has to pay. Some people don't understand that. Just because the person doesn't have insurance, okay, the person didn't do anything wrong, though. Person didn't damage their own car. So let me hear from you on this.
But it wasn't my fault, Your Honor.
Tell me what happened. I don't know whether it's your fault or not.
The car was rear-ended. Like, I didn't hit anybody. Somebody hit me. The car was rear-ended, and it was parked. I had parked in front of my friend's house, and she lives like in the alley, but I parked close enough out of the alley, and a truck came through. It was an Envoy
Came through the alley?
Yes, sir. And
what type of truck?
A black Envoy.
All right. And when you spoke with them, what did they say?
I didn't speak with him.
Why not?
He kept going.
A truck?
Yes, sir.
Hit you in the back?
I wasn't in the car. I was sitting in the house.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I heard it.
And so you went right out or not?
Yes, sir. I was headed out the door. I was on my way to work.
You were already headed out the door?
Yeah, I was going toward the door, hear the smack, pow. So I instantly go ahead and open the door, and the truck kept going. But by the time I made it to the car and out there to the door, he was like at the end of the alley.
Okay, did you make a report?
Yes, sir.
Police report.
I didn't bring a police report, but I made
a police report?
No.
I did make the police report.
All right, and what was the response? They followed up?
Yes, sir, they came.
Did they follow up and look for that type of car?
I don't know. I didn't check to see.
You didn't care? It wasn't yours? That's the negligence.
Yes, sir.
That's the negligent part. Had you just been a victim of another accident by someone who was wrong, then fine. But you didn't follow up. You borrowing someone's car, it gets smashed, and you don't even follow up. You don't follow up, you don't have police reports, so I don't know whether to believe that. But what I do know, by your own admission, that's all you did. I called police. You didn't call them back and say, officer, can you give me some information? I need to report to submit to you didn't have a report for the insurance company? Bottom line, you didn't do much, if anything at all,
yes, sir,
to facilitate this woman's car being repaired that you were borrowing. So that's your only defense? You have the estimate? Is this what you gave me?
The receipt is.
Okay. And she never agreed to pay for it? You speak with her about it?
Yeah, I talked to her about it, and she said she was going to pay for it, and it's just always been one thing.
I don't recall telling her.
You don't recall? All right, well, she recalls, so I'm going to go with her memory. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I mean, I still love her, and I still care about her, you know, but it's just, you know, I mean, 2 accidents in 2 months, I just don't have that money. I'm a teacher.
I don't know, I love her. I don't know, I love her. We all right, I guess. I don't even know how to take this right now. I thought she loved me. You know, we ain't supposed to be here, baby.